very difficult to game plan against.
For sure. Coming into this set, though, I do know for a fact that these two players have a whole lot of experience versus each other from their respective tournaments played in the past years. Yeah, it looks
Oh,
like
hi,
they were
Falco.
just... Oh, what? I can't see the Falco yet. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's like, okay, so never mind. It's not Pokemon Trainer today, but it's actually going to be the Falco coming out from East, and I haven't had a chance to see his Falco just yet, so this is going to be new for me.
It is a character that I know is in Beast's arsenal. I know he also plays Fox, but you can see why Falco makes some sense here. A character that vertically, it's going to be very hard to challenge him. We call it time in the past we called it the Falco cinematic universe, where you just get stuck in the unskippable cutscene. So again, Rob being a bigger character, that up tilt being such a potent combo starter could make for a good formula here for Beast. The downside is this: having to recover against Rob. Falco's vertical recovery leaves a lot to be desired, and Zomba able to sniff that out nicely.
For sure. Excellent stock there from Zomba, as Beast is sort of struggling to come back in, able to avoid the side B from Zomba, trying to go off stage with the shine there, and then coming back in and actually going to continue to punish Zomba off stage, utilization of the shine, as Zomba is just sort of forced to air dodge back, coming in with the gyro and actually air dodging in yet again. The down tilt's coming out, and that is going to be the stock going to Beast.
Yep, the up smash very nicely placed there. I was gonna say, unfortunate for Beast missing getting the sour spot of that back air off the previous up tilt, but able to take the stock nicely. But now, once again, being forced to get out of this combo game of Rob, not exactly finding safe ground anywhere at the very moment.
Yeah, wait, especially when you're off stage, coming back in and then being forced to avoid things such as the gyro and anything that Zomba could potentially throw at him. Avoiding the back air from underneath these upper platforms, but going to get grabbed by Zomba and sent off stage. Utilization of the side B in order to recover. However, air dodging back in order to try to mix up his options. Coming in and going to get hit with a down air, sent pretty far off stage to come back with the side B. The up air coming, or not the up air, coming back in, and now just has Zomba in the corner, coming back and with the wing airs in order to try to stall out these movements.
Trying to get some drag down fares, but the gyro gonna catch that recovery ever so perfectly. So Beast on his last stock here, but has managed to keep it pretty close. 100%. Is nothing to scoff at here, and Falco can take if Beast is able. I was gonna say get the strong hit of that back air. Probably would have boded well for him. Able to get it there though. So sub 50%, definitely very easy to make up here.
For sure, especially if he can get one of his combo starters, such as his up tilt or the side B going against Zomba, he could be in business. Gonna get the laser into the up airs. Zomba able to air dodge back down to a stage. Coming back in and actually getting the grab, sending him way up, and that was just not wise for Beast to do the up there. Oh, and going way underneath and not able to recover as Zomba was daring in place at the ledge. Just stuck between a rock and a hard place there, as Beast was sort of forced to recover in a difficult spot.
Yeah, no, that's just, again, the tough part of playing a space animal is that when you have to recover against a character like Rob, who has such an incredible, edge guarding game, especially with that strong as a down air he has. It makes it really difficult to kind of pick your poison when recovering there. But gonna stick with the Falco. This is not just a game one thing to try here for Beast. He is going to ride this one out for at least one more game.
For sure, coming back into the upper platform now, trying to get something started with the fares into the up tilt here, and trying to get this continued here. Some more up airs coming out into the back air against Zomba, getting some pretty quick damage. Zomba able to recover versus Beast, getting an up tilt into an up air for himself, and that is going to be the stock. Falco being a pretty light character, that was pretty quick work from Zomba.
Yep, great stuff there from Zomba. Again, a poorly misspaced aerial on shield will result in a little bit of a combo there for Zomba. There we go, the up tilt to the back air. Going to convert there to get Beast back into the game here. But again, let's see if Zomba can add on to this lead, or if Beast can, again, get one of those unskippable cutscene combos to maybe get himself back into the game here.
Unfortunately, it's going to be the gyro from Zomba that's going to continue to send him off stage, able to grab ledge just in time to avoid an edge guard, trying to utilize the shine in order to keep Zomba at bay. However, Zomba has been so good at just coming in swinging, being so aggressive here versus Beast. Beast not being able to find any footing, forced to come back to the upper platform, and then able to get punished there. And he is now finding himself on his final stock there, thanks to Zomba.
Yeah, tough spot to be in here. Goes for the up throw. Again, just going to keep Zomba at bay here. A steady diet of back airs. But again, R.O.B able to cover so high. Okay, and that's not necessarily the safest place. Falco with one of the highest vertical double jumps in the game. You know, that high recovery as R.O.B, not necessarily the safest there. So Beast able to make him pay for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zomba just going too slowly and then giving Beast a perfect opportunity to utilize his double jump and just take a pretty quick stock. Coming back in here, Zomba trying to get something from off stage. Coming back in with the up tilt into the up air, putting some pretty quick damage here on Beast, not able to avoid the laser coming out from R.O.B, but able to get a laser of his own as he's coming back into the up tilt, but it is going to be the up air reversal from Zomba, able to take game number 2 and stealing himself out in top 8 of winners semifinals.
Yeah, again, you see both players just kind of cracking a smirk about it. Again, it's easy to feel down about it, you know, if you're Beast. Again, Zomba is just such a force. You know, it kind of really makes you feel like you're the square peg trying to fit in a round hole sometimes. But you know, that's just life sometimes. Again, you saw how good of a start Beast got off to in that first game, but you know, a wise man once told me if you have to Firebird with Falco, you're probably going to lose that stock if you have to recover vertically. So Zomba making him pay for it.
Yeah, especially you could see a lot of his, in that last clip, you saw his side B being snuffed out again by the gyro from Zomba. Zomba has been really on point with his gyro snipes these past few sets that we've commentated for him. Coming back in, I think that Zomba got a whole lot more aggressive during game number 2 than what we saw in game number 1. I think he was able to sort of learn a lot of Beast's timings and saying, oh, okay, well, if I approach and I outbox you, then there's really nothing that you can do, because Beast, the way that a character like Falco wants to win is that he wants to sort of send his opponent like upwards and like yonder and yonder, you know, trying to get something from like way off the top, and that was what he was able to do once, but there was no real like upwards momentum coming out from Beast, and that was what we really needed to see.
Yeah, again, it's just so tough. R.O.B is you know, quite an impossible character to try to like combo sometimes. You know, at least it feels that way. We saw a nice drag down there, but again, just not in a position to get the right reversal. You know, Beast had something going there, but R.O.B's hitboxes are just so big. You know, it makes it really difficult to have to game plan for that. And you know, if you're Beast, you know, you give yourself credit for trying a secondary, see if it was going to pay off for you. Unfortunately, in that case,